5 biggest mistakes that new crocheters make. In this video, we'll explore what is necessary and unnecessary to get started in crochet. I want to help save you time and money so you can get the most out of this beautiful handcraft. Hi everyone, I'm Em. I'll bring you 2 new videos every week with practical tips, tutorials, and cool project ideas. If you want to join me on this journey, consider subscribing and don't forget to save this video in a playlist so you can refer back to it later. So you found a cool new hobby in crochet. You run out, you buy a bunch of yarn, a bunch of different crochet hooks, and then you suddenly realize you have no idea where to begin or what to do with any of it. To start crocheting, you don't need to invest a lot of money. You only need enough yarn to learn how to chain and the basic stitches, and maybe do 1 or 2 beginner projects. I recommend getting 1 or 2 skeins of super bulky, which is super chunky weight yarn, and a corresponding hook. And the yarn you buy should have on the packaging what hook is standard for it, or on the website you buy it from, they should tell you what's recommended. Use this to learn and to practice, and I have 2 videos on chain and stitches in my basic tutorials. I often see posts online from newbies who have bought patterns and they complain that they don't understand how to read them, or maybe the pattern they bought is a little too complex for their beginner skill level. As a beginner, you don't need to buy patterns. There are many free resources for patterns, and it's really important that you learn how to read a pattern before you start jumping into patterns and buying patterns. So don't waste your time or your money buying patterns until you've learned the standard abbreviations and symbols. Only buy the materials you need to make a specific pattern when you're starting out. Later on, when you get a little bit more into crochet, your skill level increases, you can become a yarnaholic like the rest of us. Some of us love to just dive right in and start trying to make something. Then we wonder why it didn't turn out like the pictures. It's because you didn't take the time to learn the basics and practice your stitches. You can't become a K-pop idol unless you practice, but you need to start at the beginning. I recommend practicing 1 stitch a day. Practice the chain first and then move on to each of the 3 basic stitches and practice them over and over again till you're really comfortable with that stitch and you understand what it looks like and how it works. The number 1 question I see online on Facebook groups is, where did I go wrong? People don't understand why their supposed square has become a blob. And it's really simple. It's because they're not counting their stitches. Even if you're making something that's only 10 stitches wide, you need to count your stitches. And once you practice the stitches, you'll understand how to count them better. I recommend getting yourself some stitch markers, whether that's paper clips or safety pins, pre-made stitch markers, hairpins, or bits of yarn. There's no point in getting frustrated and annoyed with yourself when the simple solution is count your stitches. Some people may get frustrated that their work doesn't look as good or straight or as perfect as pictures they see in a book, in a magazine, or on Pinterest, or somewhere else. When you're new to something, you're not going to be the best at it in the beginning, and that's okay. You don't have to be perfect the first time. And crochet doesn't have to be perfect. It's a craft. Each piece is unique to the maker and may contain small mistakes. One of the brilliant things about crochet is that most mistakes don't show in the final work. And yes, even experienced crocheters still make mistakes. Don't worry about what others are doing. Some people pick things up more quickly. They may have more natural ability, better hand-eye coordination. Some people are just slower to pick things up, especially if they don't have a lot of experience with this style of craft. Be kind to yourself, and you will improve if you practice and count. And my bonus mistake that most new crocheters make is not stretching. I see it all the time, people complaining that their hands hurt, their wrists hurt, their arms hurt, their neck hurts, their back hurts, and it's just like anything else. You need to practice a little self-care. So treat it like you would if you were going to do exercises or sit at a desk all day. You need to prep your body to do the crochet, and it will thank you for it later. And the addition to that is, don't hold the yarn or the hook too tightly. This will definitely cause joint pain in your fingers or cramping in your hand. And in the long run, if you practice all these tips, your crochet will get better. I hope this video has helped make your crochet journey a little bit easier. Please leave a comment below if you've made any of these mistakes or if you think I've left out any mistakes. My next video will be 5 essentials for every new crocheter. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.